Bears are smelly and they poop in the woods. It's been a wild ride so far. Unfortunately, this roller coaster, friends. Do you know when you watch a roller coaster, isn't there an up part? Where's the up part? It's just been going down. Straight through the earth's core. But still, we're not going to give up. Bears are smelly and they poop in the woods. Don't you dare forget that. A lot of KOLs have been talking about they're in stable coins. They've sold the bottom. They sold the bottom of a lot of altcoins. And they use all these terms, friends, like, oh, you have sunk cost fallacy, which pretty much means they have sold themselves something down 90%. And now they just got to justify in their minds why they're a Jeep. Okay. But we're not going to be phased by this, friends. Red candles, brown tarnish slippers, green candles are coming. We've got fluffy bull Highland slippers. The Highland bulls, friends, they're still here. They're still here and they're never going away. Do you understand it? Get it through your head. Bull markets die on euphoria. They die on euphoria. They don't die on this depression. Also, I've noticed a lot of people. See, friends, I've seen so many personal anecdotes. I know people truly understand and read a lot of information, and then I'll watch the same person. None of you, of course. I watch the same person out there on Twitter. I'm like, wait, I thought you were smart. Actually, just a cuck. They'll literally just like, when things get red, they're like, it's actually over. The cycle's probably like really over. It's like 75% chance the cycle's done and stuff now here. You know, I'll be honest, my odds of the cycle being over have not changed in the past month. It's still the same to me. Nowhere near. Like you got cheaper. You got cheaper. The only thing that's changed for me is basically my faith in humanity and markets. Like, this thing is really cruel. What we've gone through, this is biblical. This is really, really, really biblical. However, I'm just going to be honest, okay? I have to criticize the market with the same criticism I say in the past. And in the past, what I say is I go, well, your pain in the past didn't really matter because you got the big bull run. So, you know, you could see this, by the way, in others chart. Very, very, very helpful and useful. You can do it others for the altcoins. So when people talk about, oh, it was so hard in 2016, 2017, I'll go, no, it wasn't, because you got 300x in 1 year. All right. And if people say it was hard in our cycle, yeah, it was, but we still got 10x in 1 year. Sadly, it dropped 75% in a day, but we still got 10x, okay? But you were rewarded. Now, this was the garbage worst bull market of all time. Now, we have had, this is shocking, by the way. We're still, look at this, we started the year going down. My gosh, we're meant to just keep going up. We don't know how bad this truly is until it ends. Until the next bear market. We don't know. So we can all see this. Remember, friends, the real measurement we want to look at is others BTC. We don't know, friends. We don't know. Like in 2021, we had 5 green monthly candles for others BTC. In 2017, we had 6. You never know, man. What if this just does 7? So this is something you just learn about. So, you know, the price level, you know how it's squeezed a very, very painful amount down lower here? Well, what if we go up and then see 3, 4, 5, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What if we actually have, what I'll do is I'll actually make it more proper CC. I've actually loaded 6 green monthly candles here. Because we've had a lot of pain, right? What if, friends, everyone thinks it's over and then we have like another giant one at the very end, a 7th green monthly candle. Look at this. So what I've actually done is, you're like, wait, is that possible? Yeah, that's literally mega moonshot win. That's actually what's happened before in these cycles. So this is the thing about markets, friends, is like you can you can hope you're going to get to a certain target in time. There's a growth rate, yeah. You just don't know, right? Like, let's say your price is, your price is $10 now. You're like, oh, we're going to get to $100 in the future. Yeah, but you don't know from 10, right? Are you going to go to 20 first and then 10 and then 100? Or at 10, you're going to get what we just got. You just go down to 5 and then 2 and then you end up at 100. You don't know that path. If you're on leverage, you get wrecked because you have to bet on not only the target you're going, but the time it takes to get there and the path that takes there first. That's pretty much what it comes down to. That's why we're in spot. So what I've actually done for you, friends, I've shown you like a Hail Mary at the end. Like, by the way, I have seen markets do stuff like this. Okay, I've been in spreads where, so you know how we've this long cycle. I've had like spreads that have blown out and they've gone really, 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 really painful. When they come back the other way, yeah, I've seen this weird market mechanic. What happens is, like, if they give you an extreme amount of pain, once it starts coming back, at the end, there's like this. It's kind of like the universe throws you a bone. It does. It's just that a lot of people, they don't appreciate that bone as much because we have PTSD and we think about the pain. We just have the relief that it came back. But that's what could happen in this market, where when we start going up, you know, everyone thinks this is the worst cycle ever. Instead of like 6 green monthly candles for others, we have like a 7th one, and the 7th one's another explosion. Now that could be a big amount, right? That could be like another final. Your altcoins, let's say you're up a total 8x, and then in the final month you have like an 80% move up, or 2x on the coin. So now you're up to 15 or 16x. So, but I just want to let you know, markets do stuff like that. They do. But predicting them, a whole different thing, because you need the pain first, and no one wants to do with the pain first. Everyone's just like, hey, can we get the up part? And then we get thrown a bone and another bone and another bone and bones for everyone. No, we just got boners for no one. No one yet. And speaking of bonus, friends, this is the MicroStrategy chart. I want to show you something. So remember, MicroStrategy, it's a good microcosm as to what's going on, because MicroStrategy's stock has been dropping hard, down 55%. MicroStrategy versus Bitcoin down 50%. And it's so wonderful, man. Because you know Saylor's smart. You know he's very smart. He saw Apple early. Yeah, he got Apple early, 25 years ago. You know he understands Bitcoin. You know he has all the leverage in the world, pretty much, billions of dollars. You know he has governments and countries talking to him. However, you still will see all this debt willing to come out. These are the strike prices of MicroStrategy, and you can actually see the dates that they're coming out, date close. So they have basically debt coming out. They have $8 billion of debt, and their portfolio is $43 billion right now, which is man, this is so wild, friends. Michael Saylor, even after all this, remember when he first bought Bitcoin, he's up 10x. He's only up 33%. Can you believe that, man? He's up 33%. Bro, you buying Bitcoin. He's 10x. He was buying Bitcoin at 10K. First clip. I think 9,500 or whatever. Man, he's only up 30%. That's why, man, this is such a common thing in the world, friends. The most amount of money you would make is you just go all in on the first clip. The problem is, most people think about going in on the first clip because they hear about something at tops. That's the problem. But statistically, going in on hardest on the first clip, you make the most. He bought billions and billions of dollars of stuff up here. His average price is almost $70,000. But why this is important, we understand altcoins. We understand the pain and everything out here. That's why I'm tying this in here for you. When we do get a white swan effect, not if, but when something happens, I am telling you, there will be this like suspension of belief where like gravity doesn't matter anymore. And what do we mean by that? What they'll say is, they'll say that what MicroStrategy is doing is not real leverage. You don't understand it, dude. That's what they'll say, friends. So and that's very, very important to think about, because always, we know cycles come and go. We know people are bearish at the bottoms and bullish at the tops. But the tops, friends, there's always leverage. Always. And it's not just silly people. It's smart people. It's smart people. It's like smart people convince themselves that this time is different with whatever it is every single time. They're in a unicorn and it's going to be fine, and this time is different. So exercise caution if you see this. So all these other companies looking at MicroStrategy have this big burst up, right? Plus 500%, down 55%, this volatility. And just when you think, you know, everyone's given up, I'm telling you now, man, it just takes one little spark. Check this out, Scooter, friends. So this was the Scooter is replying to this guy or making a post, T the Gamer. Now, T the Gamer, this was the person who, do you remember the unfortunate MistaFuccYou? who squirted himself with a water pistol. Sadly, the other day, rest in peace. He offed himself because he was subscribed to this guy and he got rugged on one of his coins. He lost his last $500 following him, and he thought he put in $8. He thought he was going to make it 100x more, and he lost his money on that. Sadly, now this person's been copping a lot of hate just because of how like pathological, zero empathy. So I can't believe, man, these guys got like 160,000 people. There are people just coming in here just getting rugged to absolute junk, friends. Like I don't care about just these numbers of like, oh, who's watching and how many people. I generally don't care. But man, I'm just thinking like, man, there are 160,000 people who are actually just filth, actually just getting actively rugged. They're just like happy, just sitting in the cuck chair. Look what he said, by the way. Question. Quote, why would I invest $4,000 into a Ponzi and earn $60 per hour? $60 an hour is $1,440 per day. After 3 days of holding, you've made all your money back, $4,300. After 30 days, you made $43K without selling. But you guys are swing traders. Ha 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 ha. So, I know. So basically, Scooter's saying, get this guy off this effing app already. Worst K roll of all time. Yes. My perspective, though, is the bull market spirit. That's why I've tagged the bull market spirit is still here. See this word Ponzi stuff, friends? I know we're laughing now. In 2022, people, it was not funny. There were people losing their lives. They're literally jumping out of buildings. Like, they don't want anything to do with this DeFi, Ponzi, and this stuff. Any of these like financial experiment games out here. But look, they're coming back. The spirit is still coming back. That's why, like, and look, that's right here. Can you see? Look, man, if we have the spirit down here, what's it going to be like if we're like up here? And remember, when you're looking at my chart here on the far right, see, this is 14%. That means altcoins are 14% of Bitcoin size. That's how low we are right now. In 2021 peak, we hit 46%. Wow. So that's why, like, I'm hoping I drew a channel up like that. I'm hoping that's eventually where we land. Some sort of white swan takes us to like 60% or something. And if you're curious, you can actually calculate, but like you got to know where Bitcoin lands. So it's, but let's say you said to me, oh, Bitcoin's going to $250,000, 2.5x higher from here. Well, if you think others BTC lands at the top of that channel, that means the average altcoin will do 4.6 times Bitcoin's return. So you will do, I'll get the calculator out. You do 4.6 times, and you say Bitcoin's going to go to 250K, right? That's 2.5. So you have about an 11x. So if others BTC dared to go up here one day, the average altcoin is up 11x. Now, obviously, generally, everyone wants to know, hey, what about Pulse Chain or Chainlink or anything else? It depends on the multiplier that the market gives up, which you don't know. In 2024, I calculated the Pulse Chain core coins did 2 times whatever others did. 2 times on top of it. Yeah? So if it does it again, it implies 22x. But I made a lot of assumptions. I assumed Bitcoin stops at 250K. Whatever stops at 150. Whatever stops at 350. That's one thing. Yeah, I've also assumed that the multiplier on Pulse Chain is the same as 2024's. What if it's not 2x this year? What if it's 1.5x? What if it's less than others? What if it's 4x? You know? So you don't know. You do plug in these assumptions, but I think that would be nice if we could get a 22 to 30x on everything out here. And we should altcoins go. But yeah, it's all praying and coping. You don't really need to play for that world, friends. You just got to play for the world where we're getting towards Euphoria. Obviously, right now, we're nowhere even near. We're not even like literally attempting to make a break towards it. Like, if you just check this trend out, my gosh, man. Like, it's been going down, 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 down. I'm hoping we have some sort of friendship and justice soon. Like, subscribe. Catch you next time.